What's happening, everybody? Another nice day, getting out of work. Just found out yesterday that my rear door actuator is officially done for. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I made some comments about having some problems with it. In fact, I got some comments myself about if I ever did anything with it. I didn't, because it eventually just started working again. Well, now it's to the point where the lever does not come up all the way. Now, internally, what that means is that the door lock actuator itself is not functioning properly. And so I actually have to physically lift up on the door lock to get it to open. Now, it's not an expensive fix. It's about $15 to $20 for the actuator. Take about 30 minutes to do it. I will get a video on it. I'm going to try to do it this coming weekend. Depending on the weather, it's supposed to be nice all week. So I'm going to try to get it done this weekend. And I'll get a video of it for sure. I've been asked this question before. I've searched myself for videos or information, and the only thing that I could find related to Pontiac was, or is, the G6, which has a different style handle. It has the pull handle. And unfortunately, the Grand Prix, for some reason, and I don't know why this is, I've never been able to figure this out, going all the way back to 1999, let's just use that as an example. The Silverado pickup trucks and the GMC Sierra trucks had the pull handle type, and they eventually started moving in that direction. Why they decided to keep the lift up handle is beyond me. Now, it really doesn't matter to me. The pull handle is supposed to be on. You're opening the door, so it's supposed to make things easier, right? Instead of having to lift up on handle then pull out. To me, it really doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to figure out, sitting here now in my head, why they, all the way up to 2004, when this was a brand new W body, why they decided to keep the Grand Prix as a lift up lever or lift up handle style. A lift up handle style. You could have gone. Oh my God. So, you know, I don't know why exactly they did that, but it doesn't really matter. So, like I said, maybe about a 20 to 30 minute fix. I've never done it before. I know how to do it. So it's not a question of me fumbling over everything. I've got the tech manual, so I know step by step. So I'll get a video, try to piece it together really well, step by step. So I'll be looking for that video sometime next week. Here it is, Wednesday today. Now, I've been having problems with the internet at home. I've also changed shifts, so I don't leave my phone in the car or in my locker while I'm uploading videos, because it used to be that for the first 4 hours of my shift, it would be really easy to leave my phone in the locker and do other stuff, and then be able to get my phone at around 3 or 4 a.m. Well, now I can't do that because I, can't be without my phone. So I've been uploading videos from home, and it's been a slow process, unfortunately. So construction. I wonder how much money these guys get paid to just turn a sign. Must be boring. I got some great footage of our trails that are behind our park, and they lead all the way to the lake. Got some great footage, so I will get that posted. It's about a half hour long, so if you're not into that kind of stuff, nature walks or whatever, you're not going to enjoy it. But I'm gonna get that uploaded. That's a long video, as I said. It's about 32 minutes of footage, and unfortunately, it takes at least an hour and a half to get all that at least transferred over to my computer because of the super slow Kodak software. And I'm gonna chop it a little bit because I actually ran into some people along the trail, and one guy actually seemed kind of I guess not upset, but more kind of perturbed that my camera was rolling. In fact, he made a comment because I had my camera on my head, on the hat, and he asked me, "Hey, what's that on your head?" I said, "A camera." He's like, "Is it recording?" I said, "It's always recording." And I heard him mumble some comments about not wanting to be on camera. Now, from a legal standpoint, okay, if he had told me, "Hey, don't record me," I would have been like, "Don't worry about it. I'm not going to have you on there, so don't worry about it." But from a legal standpoint, it was a public trail. And legally, considering if you're in a public area, you are, in a sense, giving up your privacy rights. Now, there's some fine lines in there and so on. I'm not going to get into any of that crap. But when you are in a public area, you are giving up your right to privacy. That's just the way that it is in this country, okay? And I accept that. When I'm in a public area, I realize that people may be recording me. Now, like I said, there's gray areas in there, like private property, for example, or not notifying the person that you are in fact recording them. If you're being, let's just say, what's the word? If you're being secretive about it, like you have an actual recording, like a recording device, like an audio recording device, if you're being really secretive about it, then that's different. In that case, then there might be a gray area there where you could argue, and that was a Meridian Township unmarked car that we just passed, by the way. That's a gray area right there where you might say, well, I didn't give you permission to record me. As long as you are open about it, if you got a big camera and you're running around with a camera and you're recording public things, you have every right to do that. And while a person could come up to you and say, "Hey, please don't put me on YouTube," or "Please don't record me," okay, that's fine. You can, if you want to be a real asshole about it, you can say, "Well, screw you, you're in public." In that case, I would probably say something like, "Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to put you on my channel." But legally speaking, there's nothing you can do about it. So I think it's interesting, some of the privacy laws, they're there to protect people in private, in your own home, in your own place. But if you don't own that property, you are giving up the rights of privacy. Now, that's not to say that you're walking down the street or you're in a park and somebody rips your clothes off and they say, "Hey, it's a public place." That's a little bit different. Like I said, there's gray areas all over that law. But my camera was on my head. The guy noticed the camera, and the woman that he was walking with noticed the camera, asked me about the camera, so I wasn't secretly recording him. It was well known to him that there was a camera, and he never did say to me, "I don't want you recording me." So in that case, I have full rights and use of basically his face. Companies like Google have come down with the privacy thing where, Google Street Views, for example, where they blur out your license plate, they blur out faces. That's because that stuff's available widely, and that's always there. A video, you look at, let's just for example, look at video reviews for smartphones. Okay, this kind of stuff People are always out in public, recording public events, recording this, that, and the other thing. You see people all over the place who eventually get into the camera view, and they are there. And unfortunately, you can't go to every single person that happened to be in the shot and say, hey, do I have your permission? Do I have your permission? No, when you're in a public area, you are pretty much giving up your right to privacy. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I've accepted it. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't accept that idea. They say, oh, you should never record me. You shouldn't post my face on the internet. Well, look at these two cameras right here. See all these people here? You see those people standing there at that bus stop? They're on camera. They're on my cameras right now. And I'm going to post this to YouTube, okay? The license plates. You know, if I'm really, you know, you've noticed that in a couple of my videos I blurred out some license plates. If I am pissed off at that person and I don't want them to necessarily identify me with them being in that situation, then I'll blur out their license plate. But you'll see everywhere I have people's license plates all over because it's public. You're on a public road. I'm not going onto your property and recording your private things on your own property. And there's a lot of arguments about that whole thing, but essentially, if I can see your property from a public place and I can record it, then there's nothing you can do about it. Really, there's not. Unless you put up a black screen or a sheet or something that says, do not record me, then nothing you can do about it. So, anyway, that's pretty much it, I guess. There's that Meridian Township cop. No doubt he nailed somebody who was blowing through there, probably doing about 40, and probably got hit because it was 25 through there when we came back through there. You saw it. So now, unfortunately, he took a hit. It's easy. You don't notice that flashing light there, and bam, you're done.